Greetings and gratitude to all life forms and life workers who have found this. 30 Days of Card Magic, day number 21. Today we will be talking about the magic of intuition. Understand that your intuition is that part of you that knows things before you can know it. That part of you that gives you that gut feeling, that primal urge. That is your intuition. That is the ancient way of communication. That is how your subconscious mind lets you know things. Period. I hope this can really explain the concept. A lot of people, they put too much complications into it. They say intuition is something else. And it can be. Intuition is a lot of different things. But the basic definition is what I just said. It is that sensation of knowing when you don't know how you know. And most of us, we are trained to not listen to this, to not trust this, to not allow it to happen, to fight against it, to challenge it. And I, your host, Yul Innes, have struggled with this a lot of times. I have a hard time completely trusting my intuition because I was raised to make all of my decisions based on data, based on information that can be substantial, proven, and understood. But when it comes to cards, magic of any kind, your intuition is more important than the data. Because the data says that these shouldn't even work, that the probability is so high, how can you ever know anything? But the intuition can see the symbols, can see through the probability, and really gain that natural ability to communicate. And sometimes when you're giving readings and using the card magic, you might be drawn to do something different, to say something different, to pull a different spread, to do something that you normally don't do. That is your intuition, giving you an opportunity to improve, giving you an opportunity to take a better stab at it, to take a different way to do it than you have in the past. And understand that this is always a choice. It's never a necessity to do things different. It's never a necessity to follow your intuition. But oftentimes you will regret not listening to it. I know I have. Most of the issues I've ever had, my intuition told me that there would be an issue and I chose not to listen. Almost every problem I've ever experienced, some part of me told me that was going to be a problem. I was like, no, no, no. And it ended up being a problem. I bet this happened to you. Similar examples of intuition is knowing that someone's going to say something before they say it. Knowing that someone's going to call you before they call you. Knowing that it's going to be positive or negative, but without any evidence, and it ends up being that. Sometimes you're wrong, and that is also true. The intuition is not infallible. But the intuition oftentimes is more correct than the data. We as humans, we really want to understand, to know for certain. But the truth, the cosmic truth, is there is no certainty. There is no way to absolutely know anything. Everything is in flux. There's always more information that you didn't know about before. There's always more dynamics and transmissions that you have never been privy to. So, this deck, the Oracle of Visions, and any of these New Age decks that are made by an artist with an artistic intent, they are very good at helping your intuition. They're very good at just letting the natural intuitive messages come through, because these things are painted and drawn and illustrated in a way that really triggers the subconscious mind to get visions, to get information, to trust its intuition a little bit more. And the more you can develop it, the more you will see it grow if you just spend time doing intuition exercises each day. This could be pulling a card, guessing what the frequency is before you look at it. This could be flipping a coin and trying to call heads or tails. This could be throwing rocks and pebbles and seeds up in the air and trying to catch them, or a ball. Any way that you challenge, pushes your intuition, it will always give you a chance to build that muscle. For each push-up, you will gain muscle. For every time you put this energy in, you will always get it back. And this is just how we develop. No person knows everything they need to know about the cards and the magics of the cards immediately. And no person who's been using it for 50 years has all the answers either. Because it is such an individualistic experience, it is such a path that you have chosen, that is your own unique experiences to go forth. This is what's the most important. This is what you should most focus on, and understand that the rest of the intuition will come in time and will continue to develop. At least you're putting the effort in to pick up the cards and shuffle them once a day. And just work with your intuition. The guidebooks are good. These meanings are good, but bring forth your intuition too. If you feel like you are compelled to give a meaning to a card that normally is not part of that meaning, but your intuition tells you to, listen to that, because it might really help someone else or help yourself in the long run. I really appreciate your time and energy here. I want to give my sincerest gratitude. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next day of magic.